welcome back to the Luxy Hair channel. I'm Josie and today I'm going to be showing you 3 super easy and quick travel hairstyles. Now I just got back from my trip in Spain and while I was there I wore these hairstyles a ton. Obviously when you're traveling you don't want to spend a ton of time getting ready, you want to spend most of your time out exploring the place you're going to. Now what really helps me out tremendously with these hairstyles are my Luxy hair extensions. I feel like they take a normal looking hairstyle and just make it look so extravagant. They make it look like you put a lot more effort into the hairstyle than you really did. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this tutorial. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to be using my Dirty Blonde Luxy hair extensions today. So for this first hairstyle, it's actually just going to be wearing your hair down in like a really voluminous, like loose curl. And so to do that, we're obviously going to be clipping in these Luxy hair extensions. This is really what takes it to the next level. I'm sure a lot of you guys wear curly hair out whenever you're on vacation, and this just really makes it look like something else. So I'm just going to clip my hair up in sections so I can start clipping those wefts in. Now I have pretty thick hair, so I'm a really big fan of doubling up on my wefts, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you don't want to do that, you can obviously just disperse them all over, but I think this is going to work best for all 3 of my hairstyles today, so that's how I'm going to be clipping them in. Okay, so now we've got a lot of hair in my head right now. We're gonna begin on the first hairstyle. Like I said, it's just going to be giving it some really big, loose, voluminous curls. Today I'm going to be using a 1-inch curling wand. This one kind of tapers at the end. So when curling this, I always like to not hold this for very long. I just wrap it around and I like to leave the edges out, so about like 2 inches out. You definitely want to hold this in your hand. This will help your curl last longer and it'll also give it just like a little bit of a bounce to it. I always try to incorporate some of my natural hair in with the Luxys in every single piece that I curl. This really just kind of makes it really cohesive, especially if you have some layers that might stick out. This will help blend those extensions in really well. Okay, so already this is the difference between the curled side, not curled side. This already has a ton of volume. We haven't even put any product on it yet. So now I'm gonna move on and curl this side and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like fresh off of the curling wand. Right now, I just really wanna kind of go through, brush it out a little bit, and then add some hairspray to give it some volume. And here's the finished look. I think it's totally stunning and didn't even really take that long to do, and already this looks so much better than what my normal hair would have looked like curled. It just looks fuller, more volume, obviously a little bit extra length. That's what it looks like. Okay, so for this next hairstyle, we're gonna be doing a really fun twisted ponytail. For this, I'm actually gonna take out these bang pieces because we're gonna be doing a twist up front and I don't want these hair wefts to be exposed. So I'm gonna begin by just pulling out a couple bang pieces that are just gonna be kind of like loose hairs that are gonna be in the front of this ponytail. You don't have to do this step, but I just like the looseness that it adds to the look. But basically we're just going to be doing kind of like a French twist about halfway down until we get to like the nape of the neck, and then we're just going to do a normal twist. I like to kind of take like 1.5 inches to like 1 inch section, and we're just gonna split that into 2. And then what we're going to do from there is we're gonna give it a good twist, and we're actually gonna do this twice just to start it off. And then once you're here, we're just gonna be adding hair to the bottom half, and we're just going to add a little bit and then twist up. We're not gonna add any to the top half, we're just gonna be adding from the bottom up. Twist again, grab some more, twist, grab probably one more, and twist. So now that we've covered all the hair up to our ear, you could finish this even further down, but actually I'm just gonna stop at the ear. Now we're gonna just do a normal twist. It can kind of be like a rope braid, or you can just twist it normally, whatever's easiest for you. Twisting in the same direction, and then twisting them the other way. So while we're here, I'm actually gonna pull it out a little bit because I really want this to be voluminous and kind of like loose and romantic. I'm actually just gonna take like a little clip and I'm gonna clip it to another piece of hair so it kind of just stays secure in that spot. Now we're gonna move on to this side and do the exact same thing. Okay, so now I'm going to clip these two together. gonna create a little like beard underneath my chin here. And now we're just going to pull the remainder of the hair back into a ponytail. And then once you think that you've got that secured, then we're just gonna pull these pieces in and then tie it off. Okay, and then final step, I always love to add hair scarves. It looks especially cute when you're traveling. I just feel like it adds to like the vibe. This is also a great way to kind of hide your hair tie if you don't want that shown. And yeah, there we go. Here's the finished look. Okay, so for this final look, we're going to be giving ourselves a pretty deep part. This is going to be a side braid. You could kind of concentrate this towards the back if you wanted to, but I'm going to really bring it around the side. So we're just going to start off by doing a Dutch braid, and then when we get to the nape of the neck, I'm going to flip it into a fishtail. You can also do a French braid, but I always just like doing Dutch braids more, but it's totally personal preference. Dutch braiding is just going under instead of over. This is where I kind of want to turn it into a fishtail of some sort. So I'm just going to kind of change my grip. I'm going to start taking small pieces, and I kind of just split the pieces into two. As you can see, the fishtail is kind of starting to come through. But it's going to be a little bit messy looking, and that's what I like, and it's kind of thicker. We're not going for like a super defined fishtail. Again, we were looking for like hairstyles that are gonna be quick and easy, so we're just gonna roughly do this. And then I actually like to leave like quite a bit out. And then I'm just gonna be really gentle and make this a little bit larger. And here's the finished look. I love this because it just looks so magical and you just look like a fairy. And this is the perfect time where you could add in like flowers. I always think like if you're planning on like taking some cool photos or something and you're in some kind of like travel destination, it's always fun to add like flowers to your hair. So if you had like baby's breath and wanted to just like piece that up the center, you totally could. And if you wanted to, you could pull out some pieces. So if you really wanted something like pulled out, you could totally do that. And that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on these 3 super easy travel hairstyles. And if you plan on trying some of these hairstyles out while you're traveling, don't forget to tag Luxy Hair on Instagram so we can see what you create. And if you're interested in seeing more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at Josie_Sanders. That's all I have for today. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!